Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have some new palettes from Colourpop and these ones are Ulta exclusives. So I just came back from Ulta a little while ago. I went to go pick up these two new palettes. We have the High Tide palette and then we also have the Fine Feathered palette. Two brand new 9pan palettes. I think for right now they are exclusively at Ulta. I'm not sure if they'll be on the Colourpop website sometime down the line or not, but launched on the Ulta website yesterday, which was Sunday the 30th. When I'm filming this today, it's Monday. My store didn't have them in the store yet. Yesterday I went yesterday and today, so they did have them with the display and stuff. Oh, when you guys are watching this, they should be online and in stores right now. So yeah, these were $14 each and I was super excited for these palettes. They didn't send these to me. Like I said, I went to Ulta and bought these ones myself. Sometimes they send the Ulta exclusives, sometimes they don't, so I didn't want to wait and for them to like send them to me, so I was like, I'm just gonna go buy them. Since these are at Ulta, my code won't work on the Ulta website, but if you guys ever want to buy anything off of the Colourpop website itself, you guys can use my code. It's just KATRINA. But yeah, it won't work on these palettes as of right now, unless they do eventually end up on the Colourpop website. But yeah, so I was super excited for both of these, but mainly High Tide, especially after my last Colourpop video, which was on the Your Golden palette. If you guys haven't seen that video, then go watch it. But I was talking about how I just was so disappointed in that palette and I was hoping for like blues and greens in that palette, and then this baby showed up at Ulta. I saw pictures of this actually in the Ulta magazine that they send, like in the ads. So I actually saw them. They like posted them there like last week, so I was like, wow, how perfect. I was just talking about how I wanted Colourpop to bring out some like blue green shades, and then we have this palette. So this is High Tide. The packaging on this is super pretty. I love it, and I love that the packaging is like exactly what the inside looks like. This is one of the 9pan palettes that are in the cardboard packaging. The packaging on this is super cute. Like, I love the little metallic accents on it. There are no pressed glitters in either of these, and like I said, they are $14 each, and there's just a mixture of mattes and metallics and some of those like mattes with sparkle in them. But yeah, so that one is High Tide. Fine Feathered, this is what the packaging looks like on that one. Again, it has those like metallic accents in the design, and this is what the inside looks like. This one's super pretty. You guys know I love these type of shades, so I was super excited for that one. And yeah, just another mixture of mattes, metallics, and mattes with sparkles, no pressed glitters. I know that there are quite a few blue palettes from Colourpop and also like these pink magenta shades as well. We'll put some swatches of High Tide next to some of the other blue palettes in Colourpop's catalog. They have quite a few, so I'll kind of just do whatever ones I think look the most similar. I don't think like Blue Moon or those ones look really similar to this one. It's like more on the teal side, more so than like Blue Moon, which is just like true blues and stuff, you know. So I'll try to do whatever looks the most similar, just so this video is not super long. And then same for Fine Feathered. I can't think at the top of my head right now what palettes would be similar to this, because I know that there's quite a few. Feathered maybe looks kind of similar, but I do think High Tide looks different enough from some of the other blue palettes in Colourpop's line already that I think if you wanted this one and you have some of the other blue palettes, I don't think that they're too similar to like where you wouldn't want to pick this one up, you know? Those are the swatches and some comparisons of the palettes. And like I said, these are already available at Ulta, so I will link those down below for you guys if you were interested in picking any of them up. Do a tutorial using both palettes today. Obviously, I have a two-toned look going on right now, so I did High Tide and Fine Feathered. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, see how the palette performed, and to also hear my thoughts on both palettes as well, then just keep watching. Okay, so we're gonna be using both palettes today. I'm gonna do blue on this side, the pink one on this side. I don't know, it's not like really pink. It's, well, no, that's pink. It's like a pinkish, like a darker pink. I'm gonna start off with High Tide first. I'm gonna take Currents, and I'm gonna put this one in my crease, and I'm just taking a Colourpop E2 brush. And as always, I'm just going to pack on the shade where I want it first, and then I will blend out. It's actually really nice. It is super pigmented. Bring that outwards a little over here. Next shade I'm going to go in with is New Wave, and it's that bottom shade down there. It's like a deeper teal color. See, like these are the colors that I was expecting in the other palette from last week. And yeah, so I'm just taking this shade and I'm bringing this at an angle for like this outer lash line area right here. I'm bringing that into the outer V, and just kind of doing a V shape. I'm just keeping this shade on the outer half of the eye. I'm not dragging that in towards the inner crease. I go in with Urchin, and that is that shade right there, and kind of do the same thing I just did right now, but I'm just taking that shade a little bit lower. So far these colors are blending out really nicely. They're all super pigmented so far. So and before we get into the lid, I'm going to go in with Lunar. It's this really deep teal shade, and again, I'm just going a little bit lower. So I'm just taking each shade and going lower and lower each time to create a nice little gradient and just really give me some depth in this outer corner. So I really like this palette so far. I'm also dragging that a little bit on the lash line. And lid, I'm going to take Must See, which is this one, and then that like blue brown shade Muscle Beach. I'm going to take that more towards like the outer half of my lid. That way it just kind of blends a little bit nicer into the smoky outer corner. So I'm going to start off with Must See, and I'm going to put that right here. Yeah. Ooh, that is so pretty. I really like this palette. Super pretty. I love that. And okay, so I'm going to take Muscle Beach now, and that's that one that like kind of shifts to like a brown blue. I'm going to put this on the other half of my lid and start blending that into that outer corner, and see it just kind of like keeps that smoky effect. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. It's so pretty. Just taking my brush that I was using for the outer corner earlier, whatever's left on there, I'm just kind of blending that out so everything is nice and seamless. So now we're going to move on to Fine Feathered, and I'm really excited for this one. I love the shades in here, but so far this is a winner for me. I love High Tide. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with High Flying, which is the shade right here. Use this as my transition to blend that upwards. Actually a really nice pink for a transition shade. It's not too warm and not too cool. Go ahead and take Hen Party, this shade right here. This one's like a really pretty like not fuchsia, but I don't know, I like this color. And I'm just going to be doing like pretty much the same thing that I did on the other eye, but just with pinks. So using this right now on the outer corner, and then like whatever's left, I'll drag that into the crease. So far these are blending out really nicely. I'm not having any issues. Same with High Tide. I didn't have any issues with that one either. I'm just kind of focusing this right here on this inner corner. Go ahead and take that brush, that same like little smaller fluffy brush, and I'm gonna take Nest Egg. Take this. I feel like this color and this color are pretty similar. This one's like a little bit darker, so maybe I'll take that one after, but I'm gonna start off with Nest Egg first. I'm gonna do like basically what I did on this eye, where I'll just take each shade and just kind of bring it a little bit lower each time. So I'm focusing this one on the outer V area, starting right here, and then also taking that a little bit into this outer crease. And I'm just packing that on so I get like the most pigment. Then I'm going to go in with Goose Chase, which is that shade. And I'm going to do basically the same thing. I'm just going to take that a little bit lower this time and not too far into this outer crease area, just to really create some depth right there. Purple shade, I'm going to use that really close to the lash line, nice and smoky. For the most part, I'm just keeping that along the lash line. I'm not taking too much of that into the outer corner. I think that is good for now. For my lid, I'm gonna take Tweet Me, which is this shade up here. It's just like a nice lid shade. Wish there was like maybe like a brighter pink shimmer, but this is okay. A little bit of No Flocks, and put that on this center right here, like so. I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation and stuff really quick, and then I'll come back and we'll finish up the lower lash line. So I went ahead and did the rest of my face for right now. Wearing the foundation that I talked about in my last video, which is the Makeup Forever Water Tone Foundation. So good. I'm obsessed with it. Okay, let's do the lower lash line, and then I'll finish up and give you guys my final thoughts on the two palettes. But let's go ahead and just start off with Fine Feathered, which is the pink one. I'm pretty much going to do like what I did on the top to the bottom. I'm gonna take Goose Chase because I really like this color. It's this one. And I'm gonna put this on the outer part. Just kind of connecting that to the top now, like so. I'm gonna take Hen Party and put that on the inner part. The shimmer we put on the lid, a little bit of that on the lower lash line as well. I'm gonna brighten up that area a little bit. And then for High Tide, I'm gonna take Urchin, which was that shade, that to the top. There's already some shadow there from earlier that was kind of just there that got blended down. So I'm just connecting that to the top right here. Inner part, I'm gonna take Currants. Just taking that on the inner part. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my face, and then I'll come back and give you guys my final thoughts on the palettes. Hey guys, so I just finished up this look. For my lips, I'm wearing another one of the Haus Labs PhD lip oil stains. I love these. They're so good. This is like the exact pink lip gloss that like I always want, and since it just kind of like adjusts to your own lip shade, it's like perfect. So let me give you guys my final thoughts on these two new palettes from Colourpop that are at Ulta. They snapped. These are so good. I'm obsessed. I love these palettes so much. I really like both of them. They're both like right up my alley. The pinks in here are really nice, and they're not super like bright neon pink, but they're also not like a dull like muted pink either. Love High Tide. It is so pretty, and this is like exactly what I want. Like Colourpop does have like quite a few blue palettes in their like catalog now, but I feel like they're all pretty different. Like they're not all exactly the same. There's something different about each of them, and I really like this one a lot. I honestly feel like this one might be one of my favorite blue palettes from Colourpop. I think Blue Moon is still like my #1, but this one is really pretty. It's actually really great for summer coming up. I love the packaging on this one, like with this metallic. This is so pretty. This one is so nice. I like fine feathered as well. Like the packaging on this is super cute. The Ulta ones never really like catch my eye or anything, but these ones definitely did, and I highly recommend these if you like these colors. Like more like teals and like deep rich teals and like turquoise. This like High Tide palette is perfect. If you like pink eyeshadows, I definitely recommend Fine Feathered as well. I didn't know if I was gonna like this one. I have a lot of pink palettes by now. Like you guys know pink eyeshadow is my favorite, so I have quite a few, but I really like the shades in here. Look blended out really nicely, super easy. They were very pigmented. I didn't have any issues with them skipping or being patchy or anything. Like seriously, these two are really good. So if you want these, I definitely would recommend picking them up. Exactly what I wanted for like summer, like especially this blue one. This is a look. I love the shades in here. So vibrant, so pigmented. I love them so much. It's so good. I feel like you guys can tell when I really like a palette, and I really love these. They're so good. And yeah, I will link them down below for you guys, and I will also link anything else that I have on my face today as well. Let me know if you guys picked these palettes up. Have you tried them yet? What are your guys' thoughts, or are you going to pick them up? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.